Hello YouTube fans, here again. And I figure why not, without ado. I remember talking about Dawn of the Dead, which had done Savini make a small disappearance as well as work on the makeup effects. I remember talking of Day of the Dead, where again, Don Savini worked on the special effects on Day of the Dead, and it inspired me this one. It inspired me a lot to do why not talk about some of the films he's done, because I like Don Savini. This is one of the reasons, people. This is one of the reasons why I do not like fucking CGI, computer effects, or look like something out of a fucking video game. Say it again. Look like something out of a fucking video game. So it inspired me this to talk about one man owner, being the legend, the man himself, Don Savini, some of the films. Talk about how he did the effects more than reviewing the film. I've reviewed most of the films I'd done Savini before, but I never reviewed the man himself. Without ado, why not? Why not? So I start off with why not? A bit of history of Don Savini. Now, Don Savini during the 60s, believe it or not, was going to work on the effects on the original Night of the Living Dead. I shit you not. He was going to do the makeup effects, the special effects on the makeup, on making these people look like zombies. But you're talking the 60s, right? And what happened was, Don Savini was sent to Vietnam. He was sent to war. So he never had the luxury of doing that. But as we already know, in 1990, he had the luxury of directing the remake of Night of the Living Dead, and the rest is history. But as I just said, in the late 70s, he had the luxury of doing the makeup on Dawn of the Dead. I've already reviewed Dawn of the Dead. I'm not going to go into the film too much, but I've got to admit, it wasn't really the best of his makeup. Even Don Savini will agree on that. Even he will fucking agree, because the makeup was too right. Even I laughed and said to look too fucking Gene. But for his first attempt, it wasn't that bad. Then we went to 1980. He did the special effects on some of the gory death scenes in one of the most classic slasher films of all time, that being Friday the 13th. So Don Savini worked in 1980 on Friday the 13th and some of the prosthetics, some of the special effects, whether it be false slits, whether it be the axe on the forehead, whether it be David Beacon's death. And this is a bit of interesting history. We're filming on Friday the 13th, Devin Beacon lying on a bed, fake bed. He had a tube stuck near his neck, had fake, I think like it could have been pig's blood. And Don Savini was under the bed, had a fake spear in the neck, fake torso, body. If you think about it, Devin Beacon weren't really that thing. All he had to do was just lie on the bed, pretend to be dead. I mean, that's all he had to do. He just had to lie there, bear with me, and he had to pretend to be dead, right? Where Don Savini was spitting out this fake blood. It's like a funny story. He had blood, he had fake triot all over him. Because what happened was the pump broke, and he had to blow the rest of the fake blood, well, not fake blood, it was pig's blood, out. And he was covered head and toe. Even put Carrie out to carry the film the same. He was covered head to toe with fucking pig's blood. Could have been pig's blood, it could have been sheep's blood, whatever blood it was. He was covered with it. And so that's a lot of work. A lot of work. Now, at the time in 1981, he was going to do the sequel, the effects, I should say, for the sequel, being Friday the 13th Part 2. He never got to do that one because at the time he was offered to do a few other films in 81. One being The Prowler. Never seen The Prowler. A damned unestimated slasher film. I say it again. A damn good unestimated slasher film of the 80s. So we got to do some of the door effects on that, whether it be a spear in the head, pulling out, the eyeballs going right, through the gory death scenes. One of my all-time favourites of slasher films in the same year, being 1981. He got the luxury of working on The Burning. That's right, The Burning. I love the effects in it. And in this one, I could say it's an art has some of blood and gore special effects. You've got the date bolt death scene where the killer comes out, chops there, he's stabbing people, he's stabbing somebody in the dorset, stabs a dirt in the forehead, he slices his lad's fingers off. It's brilliant. And he only had a few days to work on the burnt makeup on the actor. The actor being Bob Stepser. He had a few days to do this. A lot of people would silk the makeup, and I've got to admit, it's not as good as Robert England's burnt makeup as Freddy Krueger. But considering he only had a few days to work on the mask, the makeup for his actor, to play this evil slasher, I've got to admit, I did the man his due. John Savini, wow. Fucking wow. So I like that. Hey man, hey, the one who did that horrible remake of Nightmare on Elm Street needs to watch films like The Burning. A few days, and that looks a hell of a lot better than a fucking CGI face. That looks like a fucking alien. It really does. It does. So we did a lot of days special effects on Savini, and I've got to admit, I love the guy. I love his effects. I know in real life I've heard rumours he's a hard person to get along with, but I'm on about the still, the art, the work he has put into films, right? So during the 80s, he did a few other special effects. I think he did some effects for Tales from the Crypt. Not just the Cheap Show. He did some of the makeup for the Cheap Show in 1983, film by, what's there, book by Stephen King. And at the time, people had rumours that the fourth Friday the 13th was going to be the last one. So John Savini worked on the effects for the fourth Friday the 13th, the final chapter. He did all the door, all the special effects and everything. The only bit was saying there is the MPA, like most of the Friday the 13th, fucking murdered the film and cut the film to shit. You'll never see the original theatrical one, the original R-rated version. And I would ever say you can never find that, get it out, find it in any way, because we are used to seeing the theatrical version of Friday the 13th, the final chapter, and it's nowhere near as gore, nowhere near as fine, and you've missed out on a cheat of the work again by the man, John Savini. Even my dog's getting excited, right? So yeah, John Savini's done a lot, and I mean a lot, of special effects over the years. He has done a lot, right? He's done loads, and I mean loads, of special effects. And again, in 1985, as I just mentioned it, he worked on the special effects on Day of the Dead. And that film, I am fucking happy that George Romero went like that. And there's a lot of directors do that on the MPA, because the MPA, when it comes to making films, they've got to be handy-pandy, they're not got to have blood, they're not to have the door, it's got to be how they want it, and he held his stunts, and he went right, it was done, because John Savini said, fuck this, he did, this is how you do, in my eyes, my fucking eyes, special effects on zombie films. This is how you do special effects on zombie films. The makeup, the bodies, the fake blood, the fake door, the fake everything. I'll probably eventually, when my dog shuts the fuck up, I will probably eventually talk a bit more about John Savini and his special effects. But if you like what you hear, and you like what you see, I will do some more on the way into them. Be smart and be safe. And I'll see you later.